Our next guest can only be described as a winner. Won the state championship as a high school freshman, went to TCU where she won the Big 12 champion for the Horned Frogs, then became NWSL Cup champion, and hopefully this player continues to win here at Gotham FC. This warrior wears number 18 for New Jersey, New York, Gotham FC. Welcome to the show, Yazmeen Ryan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. I just want to say thank you for being here because I bet you're so busy. You probably had training today.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. How was that?
It was good. It was a nice session before we head to Florida. But yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to start.
Yeah, and we had such a nice day and nice weather. Jersey can be a little crazy.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's been really nice the past couple of days. So it's made training like I feel like that much more fun because we're not thinking about like how cold it is. We're not all wrapped up. Like everybody's just yeah.
For real. But again, thank you for coming to the show. You were on the top of the list of players we wanted to talk to this season because your story is so interesting and we want Gotham fans to get to know you better. You've been a winner wherever you've gone, and we cannot wait to explore your competitor drive and what makes you such a special player.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I'm that's why I'm here is to keep winning and to put Gotham at the top. So hopefully, yeah, that definitely continues.
All right, so we're going to start with some like easy questions. We're going to throw some fire rapid questions just to kind of break off the ice and make it a little fun. Are you ready for that?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. So, the first question here, your favorite cheat meal?
Oh, steak, mashed potatoes, green beans, and a salad.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, mac
I
and
don't
mac and cheese, mac and
mac
cheese,
and
mac and
cheese. Can't
cheese.
forget mac and cheese.
Yeah,
Okay, now it makes it a cheat meal because
yeah,
everything else sounded pretty healthy to me.
yeah.
But the mac and cheese, yeah.
Yeah, that I left out the best part. Sorry about
All
that.
right. All right. Next question. What is your go-to karaoke song?
Ooh, anything Rihanna, Beyonce. Um, yeah.
All right, Rihanna. One, two, three, go. Under my umbrella.
No, not that
Oh,
one. I
no.
would say like I think it's called Russian Roulette.
Ooh, I love that
Yeah,
song.
I like that
Yeah.
one.
I can't think of the lyrics right now, but it's such a beautiful song.
Yeah,
It's one of
it
those.
is. And it's a cool music video too.
Yeah. All right, next one. What are you nerdy about outside of soccer?
I don't really do much outside soccer, but I do love like miniature things. So like now I'm starting like my miniature purse collection.
Ooh.
Yeah, just something I kind of like thought of because I do love smaller
Uh-huh.
items that aren't supposed to be small, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And then right now I'm kind of learning how to play chess. So like I'm doing that on my Nintendo Switch. So
That's
yeah.
really cool. Have you watched that show on Netflix? What was it called? The Queen's Gambit?
Yeah, I have. I have seen that.
Oh, yeah. I think everyone wanted to learn how to play chess after that.
Yeah, that was insane.
Yeah. All right. Next
Well,
question. Go ahead.
okay.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know if I'll ever be at that level, but it was still pretty interesting to watch.
It is really interesting, and it's really interesting to learn chess. I know a little bit, and I know how the pieces move, but
Mhm.
there's some players that like can make like think ahead of like 5, 6 moves, and I'm not there yet either.
Yeah, yeah, it's tough.
All right. So next question: most used social media app?
Instagram.
Instagram. All right. Well, we're gonna catch you on Insta then.
Yeah.
All right. Last music event you saw live.
This artist called Larry June.
Okay. When was that? Was that before pandemic or after?
After that was last year,
I
like
okay. I'm
July
gonna
maybe.
July. All right. Yeah. So I want to complain a little bit. I don't know if this happened to you, but now tickets for concerts are like ridiculous. Like they're so expensive.
Yeah, I haven't been. He's kind of like he's not underground anymore, but he's
Uh,
like more of a low key artist. So like the venue's like kind of small. There's still a lot of people, but he's not like mainstream, I guess I'd say. So it wasn't too bad.
all right.
It
You
was
got
like
to
normal, I feel like. He's still normal ticket prices. Whenever he gets up there, hopefully that's when I'm up there so I can afford him. But,
right.
but yeah, as of right now, he's like normal, like regular prices.
All right. Cool. Now you wouldn't be here without this person.
My mom and my fiance.
All right. And last but not least, what's your favorite thing about New Jersey, New York?
The high fashion.
High fashion. Oh, we saw you the fit, the game fit.
Yeah, that I had to like quickly throw something together to work with the
Yeah.
Tims that we got. And so, I mean, it ended up working out, but I'm still trying to, switch it up a little bit, do something different every time. So,
Did you get like a pep talk from like Mandy or someone else like, "Hey, got to be ready for fit day."
yeah, yeah, basically everybody's like, we are kind of known for this. You can't bring us down. And I'm like, you're right. We got to all go up to y'all's level.
I can't bring you down. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So let's switch gears a little bit now and we're going to get to know you a little bit better. I know you are from Norman, Oklahoma. So
Mhm.
tell us how it was growing up there.
So I was in Oklahoma City for a while, but the club I played for was Norman, Oklahoma. The I remember always like going to training was like a trip because it was me and my three sisters, and so we'd have trainings back to back to back. So we would be out in the soccer complex all
Mhm.
day. When it was a trip for us, it was only like 35, 40 minutes, but as a
Yeah.
kid, it's like kind of longer, and it's a long day for my mom, obviously. Yeah, it was just kind of like I felt like I was always out on the field training, whether that was my team by myself or with my sister's team.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was like pretty much like what my whole childhood consists of, was just making trips for training like that. And then eventually when we moved
Mhm.
to Norman, it ended up being way more convenient. And so that's when, I mean, I think we were probably at the fields like extra because it was walking distance at that point. So it was really nice moving to Norman and that change of scenery.
Yeah.
Getting to go to school with my friends that were on my club team because all of them lived in Norman.
Mhm.
So it was nice.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, you mentioned you played with your sister. So did you grow up in a soccer family?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Me and I have three sisters, two older, one younger. And the oldest one started out in basketball, I think, because she was really tall. And then right around the time that she started soccer, I think she was like 11 or 12, which is right around, or she may have been 10. I don't know. But right when she started is like right when I think prime time for me to start. So I think I was like 3 or 4. So it just kind of like kicked off from there. We all started playing and it just worked out really well. We all ended up being really good.
Oh, you were really young, so that's where your love for soccer came from.
Yeah, 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 definitely at an early age for sure. I would say that yeah, it definitely came at an early age. I felt like it was like the only thing I was really good at and like
Uh-huh.
really confident at. So I
Mm.
wanted to stick with it and like
Yeah.
keep
Did you
growing in that way.
did you try any other sports other than soccer?
I didn't. I mean, I ran track,
Yeah.
but not like in high school, so not like for real.
Okay.
And I ran the 800. So it's like a longer distance.
Yeah, well, you need running for soccer, so that's good.
Yeah, but, like, not too much running. So, like, I remember in high school, I wanted to, like, start doing track, but my high
Yeah.
school coach was like, "Nah, like, we need you to save your legs. Like, I need you running all the time." I just stayed with soccer, and my sisters did too, except for my youngest sister did basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when did you like realize or when did you know that soccer could be a career for you?
So, I love actually talking about this because it's so interesting, but my when I knew that I wanted to play soccer, like, as a
Mhm.
career was when I went to Costa Rica for with the regional team
Mhm.
for ODP, and it was, like, the first time that I was exposed to soccer, like, worldwide. Like, I was exposed to the depth of soccer
Mhm.
because, you just playing in your hometown and, like, going to tournaments in Texas, which is only, like, 3 hours away, close proximity, and then when you leave the country
Mhm.
play this sport where this sport is more well known in their country and it's more of like a lifestyle and the culture is like a whole nother ball game. And so I just remember when I first experienced that, I fell in love with everything about soccer, and it just showed me that the lengths of what this sport can take you and where it is. I was just in awe of the whole thing. The tournament that we played, we ended up winning too, so
Mhm.
that helped a lot too. I mean, I was just like, wow, like this is amazing. I want to keep doing this, and it was just so fun.
Yeah, Spanish countries or Latino countries are really passionate about soccer. So I
Mhm.
can see where you like got that and you wanted to pursue the career. But then you went to college and you chose TCU. What made you choose TCU?
I think what made me choose TCU was the way that Eric Bell, the head coach, and Ryan Higginbotham, the assistant coach, the way that they showed or explained their vision was just so clear for the program. And it was all about becoming this like winning program. And
Hmm.
I really related to that because I had won my high school's like very first championship, and
Hmm.
so to go there and to potentially win their TCU's first championship was something close to me and something I really resonated with. So Eric Bell's confidence in the way
Hmm.
that he laid out his vision of how he was going to make this program a well-known soccer program was I was bought in all the way. I didn't even know who TCU was whenever I went. I didn't even know like that was even a school or anything like that.
Yeah.
And you always hear about the North Carolinas and the
Yeah.
Dukes and the Stanfords and like, all these big schools. I think it's even more special when you go to a school that nobody's heard about or that hasn't done things like that before and then take them to that level where they are competing in the Elite 8 of the NCAA championship and making a run in that in a big tournament like that
Hmm.
is really special and it just made my whole experience there that much better and so yeah, it was great.
Yeah. So you guys kind of were considered like the underdogs, like you said, you guys were in like top school, like North Carolina.
Mhm.
Hey, now you're a Gotham. We're considered the underdogs. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's like wild though, because when even last season, looking at the roster, like this team has like they have the players, like and we still have the players now. So it's weird because we are the underdogs in
Mhm.
when you look at just like places and like standings,
Yeah.
but I feel like we're gonna be so dominant and like this is like a dominant team that that is just gonna keep growing and like keep being dominant throughout the season. So I'm excited to move that away from that label away from this team because I feel like we're so far from that and we're actually like extremely dominant in a lot of places on the field. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah, definitely the standings doesn't show the talent that it's in Gotham. But I want to go back to like your draft day. What was it like being drafted and having a team like Portland and having them having like on top of their board? How was that
Yeah,
feeling for you?
it was really cool. I didn't know, or I knew that I was contacted by Portland, like, I think it was like a week or a couple of days before the draft. So it
Yeah.
all happened really fast. And I remember feeling kind of shocked
Yeah.
initially, not because I didn't believe in like my ability and my talent or what I could bring to the table, but because I didn't know if pro teams saw or recognized a school like TCU
Hmm.
ahead of all those other schools and all the other players at those other schools that get the promotion and all that stuff
Yeah.
that they get. So in that way, I was like kind of shocked, but I was so extremely grateful that they saw me and believed in me and was like, we want you here and brought me into this league. So for that, I will forever be grateful. It's an amazing feeling not only getting your name called in the draft, but especially in the first round, because you always feel like as a player that you can make it to that and like you can be a first round draft pick. And so the fact that Portland saw that in me was amazing.
Yeah, if they picked you, it's because you were a standout for them, and you already in your short career been to the pinnacle of the NWSL mountaintop, if you can say. And congrats on winning the NWSL championship.
Thank you.
Yeah, take us through your emotions when you were starting and walk us through that past, your emotions, that experience of that day, winning the championship.
I didn't know I knew that when starting the semifinal that I
Hmm.
there was a high chance that I would also be starting in the final.
Yeah.
So I tried not to stress too much about that.
Hmm.
Because I knew that regardless of at what moment I came on or if I was on the whole time that I wanted to fully perform, I felt like that game was the first time that I had set myself free of anything outside of myself. I felt like I kind of let go of waiting for like others to approve my ability or my performance,
Hmm.
and found that within myself and trusted myself to just do my thing. And I think in that game, like I just felt like I was just playing, like I was just doing what the game called for. And I knew, I told myself that I was going to only play my role and do my role to the best that I know how. And if I did that, I would be fine. Finding those inside pockets, we won the ball in the midfield, and then Rocky getting the ball to me and facing up and turning forward. I knew, I just saw big gaps, and I was like, oh yeah, like if I just play the ball through one of these gaps, Soph is gonna do her thing and it's gonna be great. So yeah, when I played it, it actually looked like it was a little short, like a tad bit short. So I was like, no. And then of course, Soph comes in, just
Yeah.
takes the ball and scores. So it was a great moment. And I think from then on, there's no way we're losing this game. There's no way.
At the end, it was perfect. It was not short. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, but it other than physically, this sport is really mentally and emotionally demanding, like you've said. And you have to have a strong mindset going into this sport because anything can happen, like you said, like you could be starting, you cannot be starting. So that's a stress on the player. And like you said, don't stress about those things and everything will fall into place. I think that's
Yeah.
the best. That's the best. So how much does it mean to you to experience that again here at Gotham?
I'm so excited to continue my journey with Gotham. I feel like for me personally, this is the real start to my career in a way.
Yeah.
Because originally going to Portland, I came in May, which was like the start of the season. So I felt like I really only got half a season. And then last season was like full experience. And then now there's just like no excuses. Like I just have to perform and I have to do my thing. To start that with this team, I think is perfect. I think we're a team full of players that I don't know how to put it, like
Hmm.
that have that drive, and in a way like a bunch of players who are still looking to be the best in those conversations themselves. So
Hmm.
when I think that can be just as dangerous when you put a team together of players who not necessarily aren't trying to prove themselves, because they have, that are still working and like fighting for their spot in those conversations of like the best in the world and with their national teams and stuff like that. So yeah, I think this team is the perfect way for to jumpstart my career.
Yeah, awesome. And I want to officially say welcome to Gotham. We are so excited that you're here and you cannot believe how excited we are. And you got to experience Gotham Grit that last game of the season at Red Bull Arena where Gotham fought back against Portland from 3-1 down to deny the shield. As much that as much as I don't know, but I think that must have stung, you know. You guys didn't get the
For
shield
sure.
that day.
For
uh
sure.
was that drive and fight something that got you excited joining this group of warriors?
Yeah, I mean, it again, like kind of like I said earlier, looking at the roster, you wouldn't think that this team would be last place at all. And I think that they showed that in that final game, that they're not a team that should have been in the position that they were in, and they should have been competing for the shield in that game. And so yeah, I mean, I think it just goes to show the type of team that they are, and the potential that they have. And so, yeah, I mean, that was so annoying being on the other side of that. but but for sure, it made me just that more excited to be with this group.
And like you said, we have a lot of talent here. We have some legends in the sport. You know, some of the best soccer players the US has produced. What is it like getting to compete with these players and these warriors?
It's awesome. I learn new things every day, and I if I want to be my best self, then and I want to keep growing, then I got to surround myself with the best. And so being surrounded with them is only helps me, and I'm like so grateful to be learning from these players every single day, and to hear and to see and to watch their careers and like their and to hear their experiences and to learn from them is something that I feel like you can't get just anywhere. So I'm grateful to just be a part of this group and to share and to be amongst them with along their journey,
Yeah.
and to have our journeys kind of intertwine with a lot of these players. Because I mean, I for some of them I watched them prior to entering this league, so it's pretty cool getting to be their teammate.
Yeah, for example, Ali Krieger, and she just announced this is her final season at Gotham. What are your thoughts on her legacy?
She was one of my favorite. I think she was one of the first of my favorite players,
Yeah.
like, overall, especially in the women's game, because I think I grew up watching mostly, like, men's soccer. I remember watching the national team and, like, thinking, like, that player is, that's a true soccer player, just overall, knows the game, just knows everything, can do everything. Whatever's asked of her, she can do it. And so I think
Yeah.
being a part of her last season is kind of sad. Like, I wish that she wasn't ending quite yet, but I'm extremely honored to be her teammate and to say that I have played amongst her in her career.
Yeah, it would be the best to like send her off with an NWSL championship, right?
Yes, absolutely. That is the goal. That is the motivation.
Yeah. Also, at Red Bull on April 1st, we had our opener, and we also had the return of Sinead Furley. How much does that inspire you in this team, seeing her back on the field?
It's amazing, honestly. I mean, comeback story of, I want to say, the year, but ever. Who has done something like that? Like, her story's amazing, and the fact that she's able to come back and be at the level that she is so inspiring. And I think it's just the push, or like the, yeah, I mean, I guess, like, the push that a team needs, and like it's the perfect piece to a team like this, because I mean, wow, every day is just so amazing to watch her train and be so good on the ball and just do her thing, and playing with Ireland. Now she's about to be, well, hopefully in the World Cup.
Yes.
And yeah, I mean, it's just incredible. Like, honestly, I'm speechless when I think about it. I'm speechless when I see her all the time. Like, it's just, wow, you really can't get better than that. Like, it's, I'm like so proud of her. I barely really know her, but like I'm just so proud, and like that a player like her, because I mean, I hadn't seen her play prior to her return. So seeing her play, I'm like, wow, thank God you came back, because that talent cannot be wasted. A talent like she made. So it's just like, I'm so grateful that she is able to come back and show like why she, you know, was a problem to begin with on the field.
Yeah, we're also so excited that she's here at Gotham. And we've been saying this throughout the shows, like saying how that speaks volumes to what Gotham is creating here. Like, and also here, Gotham is the home of the Black Women's Players Collective. What does that mean to you to join this group of diverse women?
It's pretty refreshing. You don't see it often throughout, I think, not only this league, but just soccer in general. So it's really cool to be a part of a team that has that representation for others, for those in the communities around us, to see that their local pro soccer team has, half the team is minorities. So like, I don't know, like it's just incredible to feel, to be everything. It's back to what I said, it's really refreshing. I love being amongst this group, and especially to even have a Black Women's Players Collective is speaks volumes to how much this league has grown and how much it's going to continue to grow, and that it's all player led. These are players that did this themselves and created this space and this whole thing by themselves. So it's inspiring, and I love it.
Yeah, it's very inspiring. And also, it just makes sense, because as a player, you know what players need and players want, and you know what's missing in the game. So it's really cool that they created this and the players are working, for other players and also to build a better future for other generations coming.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so now we're going to move a little bit to more about the future. What is your next evolution as a player?
I definitely, I see myself having a lot of championships,
Okay.
whether that's, NWSL national team. I want to do it all, and I strive to do it all. And so yeah, I would say that, just a player that can do it all and win everything.
Yeah, I mean, you've been winning ever since you started playing soccer, so I think you're heading there. And
Yeah.
again, with the World Cup around, coming this year, do you think you'll be getting into the next cycle there? Is that in your mind, or is that a goal that you have?
For sure, for sure. I would be lying if I said that I don't think about or strive to be on the national team every time I step on the field. So that is 100% a goal for me, and I would be speechless if that was if I was in the next cycle this year after the World Cup. So that's definitely my focus. Yeah, I that is definitely something I'm striving for.
Yeah. And what about for Gotham? Like, what is your mindset with this team for this season?
For this season and this team, I think it's about being consistent within our group and having that winning mentality every game. I believe that, you know, we have the ability and the potential and all the pieces to win championships, the Shield, the Challenge Cup, all of it. I think it's about showing putting our best foot forward every time, every game. And yeah, that's the goal is to win. It's to win and take it game by game and not jump too far ahead, but not fall too far back to just keep it steady and keep it nice and just nice and fun. This is a fun group of players personality wise. So
All right, who's the funniest in the team?
ooh, the funniest. Honestly, I think I'm gonna say the funny maybe Evie. Evie's pretty funny. Everybody's honestly pretty funny. They all got some comeback jokes or like something
Yeah.
like a little back and forth, and it's all fun and games. So I feel like
Is it like a roast fest? You know, you roast somebody and they roast you back, or
no, not. I mean, it depends on the situation. It depends. Not too much of like a roast, but
just fun?
yeah, just fun.
All right. And last question, and this goes for a friend of the show, Jenna Tonelli. Do you like candy corn?
No,
All right, there you go. You don't like candy corn.
candy corn is just why. Like it's like why.
Yeah.
What is it? That do you like candy corn?
If I had to choose, that I wouldn't eat candy corn. But if I had to, I will eat one and I'll be okay, but it's not my candy of choice. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
kind of it kind of tastes like it's like sugar in a shape or like in the consistency of like chalk. I don't know. It's just weird.
yeah, it's just not good. Like it wouldn't kill me. Like if I ate a piece, I wouldn't like throw up. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
but yeah, no,
Yeah, I can eat
you'd
it
be
too,
left
but
out for.
yeah, yeah. I could eat it too, but if I had to choose, I'll be like, no, just give me a Snickers bar or something.
Ooh, okay, that makes me think. I actually have. Do you like jelly beans
Ooh, don't tell me you do the game, the jelly bean game. What
with
is
the
it called?
different like flavors?
Yes.
I actually haven't done it, but I kind of want to.
You have to do it. You have to do it. So it's funny because I just bought the game probably like a month ago and we were
Because
playing.
jelly beans are gonna be stale. Or have
So
you played it yet?
yeah, I played it.
Oh,
I
oh, so
I
you did
bought
it.
it a month ago, but we played like the next day.
Okay,
And
okay, okay.
yeah, so it's like a little spinning thing. So you spin it and let's say it's either strawberry or it tastes like trash. And I am
Um,
so mad because every turn I had the one that tasted awful. Like the one that tasted the word, yeah, like I tasted fish, I tasted barf, I
oh,
tasted trash. I was like, at the end, I think I got like birthday cake, but it didn't taste that good either. So
yeah, that is
you gotta play it.
terrible. That would ruin jelly beans, I feel like, for anybody. Like, if you liked them before and you did that and you only got bad ones, like, there's no way somebody could continue to like jelly beans after that.
Oh, I'm gonna bring you on to the game next game, the
If
second.
it's before the game, it has to be a good one. It can't be bad. I can't have a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh, all right. I'll give it to you after the game.
Yeah, like you gotta do it after or like the day before, then that's fine.
All right.
Or if it's the day of, it has to be like way before, like earlier before the game.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin the game, so I think I'll be saved giving it to you after the game.
Yeah,
So
way if I like miss a shot, I'll be like, it's cause Ruby gave me a jelly bean.
It was the barf and the jelly bean. No, no, no excuses. Nope, nope. Yeah,
No,
but it's such a fun game. It's such a fun game. You guys got to do it. And if you can do it with the girls at Gotham, oh, you have to record it too.
yeah, okay. Well, I'll make that a thing. I'll see what I can do. I'll
Oh,
put that in there somewhere.
sounds good. But yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna get one for you. I'm gonna give it to you the next home game. And you guys actually gonna play Orlando this weekend. How do you feel about that?
I'm excited. I'm ready to go. This whole chain of games coming up. I'm ready. I'm excited to get into motion and for us to, I feel like, really showcase, not, it's obviously not the start of like who
Hmm.
we are as a team because we have had 2 games prior, but yeah, I think that we just get better and better every day. So
Hmm.
I'm excited for everybody to watch.
Yeah. Are you guys in Orlando already or no?
Not yet. We leave tomorrow.
Oh, okay. And good thing it's not a long flight, so you guys can like rest a little.
Yeah, and I didn't know. I was kind of skeptical at first. I was like, wait, why aren't we leaving, guys? Like, isn't it far? Because I'm used to it being far from last season. But they're like, no, yeah, it's like it's fine. Where it's
Yeah.
only, I think, like 2 hours, maybe two and a half.
Yeah, it's like
But
two
not
hours.
bad. And I
It's
think
two
we're
hours.
leaving in the morning, so we'll have time.
Yeah, that's cool. And you guys also were there for preseason in Florida. Do
Hmm.
you guys like that? You guys have a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. Back to the heat. I
Oh,
liked the weather. It's extremely humid, way too humid. But yeah, I'm excited to continue this like these days of nice sunny days.
hmm. Well, spring is the best time in New Jersey, so you guys are gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have you seen the cherry blossoms yet?
I haven't. I well, is
Here
it
and
like
there.
a garden? Like a
No, not
specific
really. I mean,
just
there's
around?
cherry. Yeah, there's cherry blossoms everywhere.
Okay, yeah, yeah. I have seen one like two trees that were next to each other.
Yeah, you gotta
Not
enjoy that too because
outside.
then by the time you come back from Orlando, they're gone. Yeah,
Oh, really?
it
Okay,
happens that fast.
dang. No, yeah, I think I did. I did get to see. I did get to see some, and I was like, "Ooh, those are pretty."
All right. So we don't want to take much of your time. And I just want to say thank you for coming again. Sadly, we come to the end of the interview. Thank you for taking the time to speak to us. There's still more to your story that we like to explore, and hopefully, you come back and talk to us further.
Yes, anytime. Thank you for having me. This is fun.
Thank you so much. Gotham returns to action against the North Carolina Courage at 7:30 p.m. April 22nd. I'm ready to see Gotham return with 3 points. Are you ready, Jasmine?
I am ready.
Let's go.